यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधे श्याम ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय गौरानिताई जय गौरानिताई जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद निताई गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय विष्णुपाद परमहंसविचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, नित्य लीला प्रविष्टो विष्णुपाद परमहंसविचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर जी की, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील लोचनदास ठाकुर अपीयरेंस तिथि महामहोत्सव की, निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 51, chapter titled The Deliverance of Muchkund. And we will recite text 9. Evam shipaptopi bhagavan praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtas tatranyam shayanam dadrishe naram. Evam shiptopi bhagavan praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtas tatranyam shayanam dadrishe naram. Evam shiptopi bhagavan praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtas tatranyam shayanam dadrishe naram. Evam shiptopi bhagavan praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtas tatranyam shayanam dri-kandaram. Evam shiptopi bhagavan praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtatranyam shayanam dadrishe naram. Evam shiptopi bhagavan praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtastranyam shayanam dadrishe naram. Praveshad dri-kandaram sopi pravishtastranyam shayanam dadrishe naram. Word meanings, translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Evam, thus, Shiptaha, insulted. Api, even though. Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. Pravishat, entered. Giri-kandaram, the mountain cave. Saha, he. Kālayavana. Api, as well. Pravishtaha, entering. Tatra, there. Anyam, another. Shayanam, lying. Dadrishe, saw. Naram, man. Translation, please repeat. Although insulted in this way, the Supreme Lord entered the mountain cave. Kālayavana also entered, and there he saw another man lying asleep. Purport. The Lord exhibits here his opulence of renunciation. Determined to execute his plan and give his blessings to Muchkund, the Lord ignored Kālayavana's insults and calmly proceeded with his program. Om Ajnantimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utpad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagan Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitansha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatrubhasya Kripa Sindhuba Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashadeshatarine. Hare Krishna. First of all, I'll seek blessings from all of you. Are mostly Brajvasis here, so very elevated souls. It's my fortune that I am being engaged to speak something from Srimad Bhagavatam in front of all of you. So kindly bless me so that I can properly speak. So in this chapter, our acharyas describe that somebody who is not a devotee of Krishna, who is inimical towards Krishna, cannot appreciate the beauty of Krishna. And somebody who is a devotee of Krishna can actually appreciate his beauty. So in this chapter, in the first 5 shlokas, the Krishna's beauty is described as Kālayavana saw him. And later in this chapter, Mujkund Maharaj, when he see Krishna, exactly same 5 shlokas, little bit different, but the description is the same. Same 5 shlokas are used that how Mujkund Maharaj is appreciating the beauty of Krishna. So we all know that when Krishna killed Kans, after that Jarasandh, he became a great enemy of Krishna. So 17 times, every year, 17 times he brought 23 Akshuni Sena, his army, to kill Krishna. But every time what Krishna did, he killed all the soldiers, he killed all the army. But his idea was he inaugurated the first work from home project. He said that we have come to this material world to kill the miscreants. So let us kill everybody, let him bring, every time he will bring the army, and we will sit here and we will, in Mathura only, we will kill everybody. So 17 times this happened. But after that, Jarasandh, when he wanted, next time he wanted to come to Mathura, so he prepared some bhoj for the Brahmanas, feast for the Brahmanas. He invited all the Brahmanas and had a very nice feast for them. And after that, he put them in the jail. He imprisoned them. And he told the Brahmanas that if I win over Krishna, then all my life I will serve you like a menial servant. But if I am defeated again, I will kill you all. So he pleased all the Brahmanas, very nice service, very nice bhoj. And then the blackmailing was that if you do not give me the blessings to not be defeated by Krishna, then I will kill you all. So Krishna had a problem because he is always very favorable to Brahmanas. Then Brahmanas are imprisoned, and if Jarasandha goes back, now he will kill the Brahmanas. And Jarasandha was not very sure, still not very sure. So Jarasandha sent salve to Kālayavana. There is a history of Kālayavana also. There was a Muni named Gargya. So he was residing in Mathura, and very time long ago, in Mathura, people used to criticize. He did not marry, he was a Naistik Brahmachari. So people used to criticize him that he is impotent. So he was very, very angry with this. So he did some tapasya, some austerity for Lord Shiva. 12 years he only ate iron powder, because he wanted one son who will not be killed in Mathura, especially at least by any man who belonged to Mathura. So he did that austerity, and Lord Shiva gave him that boon. And later, the Yavanraj, the king of Yavanas, he took this Gargi Muni to his place, served him very nice. He kept him between gop people. So there was one gopi. She was not actually gopi. She was an apsara in the disguise of a gopi. So from her, this Kālayavana was born. So he had a boon that he cannot be killed in Mathura, or anybody who is from Mathura, he cannot be killed by such person. So Shal went to Kālayavana. He told the whole thing about Jarasandha again and again attacking to Mathura and again getting defeated. So Kālayavana agreed that he will now fight with Kṛṣṇa. And he was so excited to fight with Kṛṣṇa that there Jarasandha invited all the Brahmanas to find an auspicious time, to find a muhurat, so that he can go to fight with Kṛṣṇa. But when Salva asked Kālayavana, when are you planning to go? He said, Adya eva, immediately I will go. This is the best time to go to Kṛṣṇa. Because the philosophy is that whenever you go to Kṛṣṇa, whenever you start your journey towards Kṛṣṇa, that is the most auspicious time. You have to see an auspicious time to go to Kṛṣṇa. So Kālayavana was very excited. He said, this is the best time, this is the best muhurat, this is the best nakshatra, everything is auspicious, I am going towards Kṛṣṇa. So in this way, now Kṛṣṇa got to know that Kālayavana is coming. So Kṛṣṇa sent Kālayavana a dūt, a messenger. And what he did, in a earthen pot, he filled a black snake, a very poisonous, great dark black snake in it. And the messenger went to Kālayavana and showed that pot, which was very sealed. He showed that pot that Kṛṣṇa is like a dark snake. He's going to kill you. So Kālayavana was very intelligent and he was very excited to fight with Kṛṣṇa. He filled that pot with ants, and those ants ate that black snake. He wanted to show that I have much more power than you. So he was showing his power filled with ants. So now, here when Kṛṣṇa saw that from one side Kālayavana is coming, and from other side he knew that Jarasandha is also going to come, because it was his time to come. Muhurat was there that he will come. So Kṛṣṇa shifted to Dwarka. He shifted everybody to Dwarka. And now, here the Shukdev Goswami is describing the beauty of Kṛṣṇa in the first 5 shlokas. He is describing that Kālayavana saw Kṛṣṇa in 400 forms, because Naradji informed Kālayavana, he described Kālayavana about Kṛṣṇa in 400 forms. So Kālayavana, when he saw Kṛṣṇa, he saw very beautiful Kṛṣṇa, which was described previously, and then started following Kṛṣṇa. So now, Kṛṣṇa, when he wanted to come to fight with Kālayavana, he should have come with weapons. He should have come with some jacket, some helmet. These things are there. But Kṛṣṇa did not wear any jacket, any helmet, any weapon, nothing. He came for fighting, but he did not kept anything. The Kālayavana was seeing Kṛṣṇa open chest, beautiful shivas, beautiful kostumani, everything Kālayavana was seeing. And now Kṛṣṇa started running towards the cave of Muchkund Maharaj. So Kṛṣṇa was running on foot. So Kālayavana thought, he is on foot, I will also run on foot. Then Kṛṣṇa was without weapon, so Kālayavana dropped his weapon also. He is without weapon, I will also run without weapon. And he left his army here in Mathura, and started running. He started following Krishna. So he has 3 shlokas to discuss. The shlok 7th is hasta-prāptam ātmānam harīṇā saha pade pade nītaḥ darśayatā dūram yavaneśo dri-kandaram. So now the cleverness of the Lord is being shown here. Lord was running, Krishna was running, and Kālayavana was running behind him. But because Krishna has to take him very long way, some acharyas write that 100 yojan he wanted to take him. Because this is not very clear that where is Muchkund Maharaj's cave. Somebody says that it is in Chhattisgarh, and somebody says that it is on the border of Rajasthan and Gujarat. So there is not very clear. It's Dhawalpur. Dhawalpur is in Chhattisgarh. Some says that it is Dholpur. Dholpur is in Rajasthan. But Vallabhacharya writes that it must be 100 yojan. So 100 yojan is too much. 1,000-1,200 kilometers he have to take. So he will feel tired. He will think that I should drop out. So what Krishna was showing him, hasta-prāptam ivātmānaṁ. I will just catch Krishna in just one hand, just one hand, just one hand. And Krishna was always just one hand, just always one hand. And who Krishna? So Shukdev Goswami is saying, hariṇā. What was the purpose of the Lord for running? So hariṇā, who steals everything, who destroys everything. So what he wanted to destroy? He wanted to destroy the ignorance of Kālayavana. He wanted to liberate him. Also, he wanted to destroy his sleeping devotee's sleep. His devotee was sleeping for so long. Muchkund Maharaj was sleeping in that cave for so long period. So he wanted to destroy his sleep also. And who is following? So he's Shukdev Goswami is saying, nīto darśayatā dūram yavaneśo dri-kandaram. Yavaneśo, the master of Yavanas, he was following Krishna. So every time he was seeing Krishna, how he was seeing that just one hand I will attain the Supreme Lord. The Acharyas are describing in this way, just one hand I will attain the Supreme Lord. So here it is shown his false confidence, just by some mechanical process, just one hand. And Krishna is also showing him pade, just one step. Every step Krishna is showing him. Although the nature of the Supreme Lord is that somebody who follows him, at every step he guides him. At every he himself said in Bhagavad Gita, dadami buddhi yogam tam yen mamupyanti te. If somebody start following Krishna's path, then at every step Krishna will guide him. He will give him intelligence. But here we can see that every step Krishna is cheating Kālayavana. It's just the opposite. Why? The whole thing which is emphasized in this chapter is Kālayavana had only one problem, that he was inimical towards the Supreme Lord. Everything was very nice with Kālayavana. He was following, he was very excited to come to Krishna. He was very tatpartena nirmalam. He was very tatpar to come to Krishna. He was following in the footsteps of Krishna. He was following the path. Just Krishna and Kālayavana, just back to back. So they were both running. And when Kālayavana saw that even after my so many endeavors, I am not able to catch Krishna, I am not able to touch Krishna, then he started abusing. He started to make some insulting comments. He said, palāyanam yadu-kule jātasya nocitam iti kṣipann anugato nainaṁ prāpāhatāśubhaḥ. Next slok. Palāyanam yadu-kule. You are born in Yadu family. You are a great hero, Krishna. Your whole family lineage is of great heroes. And you are crest jewel of Yadus. You are so powerful hero. But palāyanam, you are running. Jātasya yadu-kule, you were born in Yadu family. Tava nocitam, this is not proper for you, Krishna. Please stop, please stop. This is not proper for you. You are a hero. You are a hero. Iti kṣipantam anugato, he was kṣipantam api. He was, although he was criticizing the Lord. And anugato api, he was anugata. Anugat means following, and anugat means following. He was anugat to Krishna. But nainaṁ prāpāhatāśubhaḥ. But Shukdev Goswami is saying that he still could not reach the Supreme Lord. He could not touch or attain the Supreme Lord. So you will ask that why did he not attain the Supreme Lord? So he is saying that ahat ashubha, ahata, not hata, his ashubha, his sinful reactions were not completely destroyed. So how can he attain Krishna? It is very well known, Jiva Goswami writes in his commentary, that one who have accumulated much pious activities in many, many lifetimes, only he attains the Supreme Lord. But he do not have those pious activities, that is one thing. And another thing, Jiva Goswami is writing that Krishna is famous in the Yadavas. He should not flee. He was saying like this. And Karda Muni in 3rd canto is quoting, Karda Muni also speaks that it takes many lifetimes pious activities, one reaches Krishna. And Krishna himself speaks to Karda Muni that any endeavor which is made towards Krishna never ends in frustration. But here we see that Kālayavana endeavor was coming in frustration. And now the point comes that he was not free from sins. So Jiva Goswami says that this is not possible. When Kālayavana saw Krishna, then still his sins can be remained. All his sins were eradicated as soon as he got the darshan of Krishna. When Vibhishan went to Lord Ramchandra, Sugriva and all other monkeys, the Yavanas, they were doubting that this is Vibhishan. Lord Ramchandra asked Sugriva, what is your opinion? He said that, my lord, he is brother of our enemy, we cannot trust him. But Lord Ramchandra said that if he have duplicity in his mind, but I also have my nature. My nature is then that whenever somebody comes to me, if he just stands in front of me, Sanmukh hui jeev muhi jabhi, janam koti agnash hi tabhi. Whenever somebody comes in front of me, all his sins are eradicated immediately. So even if he is coming with some duplicity, as soon as he will see me, the duplicity will go and he will become pure. So Jiva Goswami is writing that as soon as he saw the Lord, his sins were eradicated. Then what can be the reason? So Jiva Goswami is saying that somebody may say that he was misfortunate. His fortune did not help him. So that's why he could not attain the Supreme Lord. Jiva Goswami says that he was very fortunate. Because in the 2nd canto, Brahmaji describes to Narad Muni that how all these asuras will be killed by Krishna. Kans, Putna, Bakasur, Aghasur, and in that list he mentioned Kālayavana also. So Brahmaji is saying that all these people will attain liberation or Vaikuntha after they have been killed by Krishna, or Krishna will make his associates kill them. So was he unfortunate? That also we cannot see. He was very fortunate, he will got liberated. Then what is the reason that he could not attain Krishna? The reason Jiva Goswami writes, he writes, Nacha prasid ashubhani matren tat prapti yogyata. One does not qualify to attain the Supreme Lord just by getting free from sins. Like Srila Prabhupada once said, that these 4 regulative principles are not Krishna consciousness. One becomes Krishna consciousness not by just following these 4 regulative principles. These 4 regulative principles make us human being. So after that there is Krishna consciousness. So just by removing these sins, one cannot attain Krishna. So one must be free from this indifference towards the Lord, the inimical nature towards the Lord. His bhav must get pure. That is very much necessary. So here Jiva Goswami is comparing Kālayavana following Krishna to Yashoda Rani following Krishna. So there are something very common things. Yashoda Mai is following Krishna to bind him. And Kālayavana is also following Krishna. And Yashoda Mai, externally she is more offensive than Kālayavana. Kālayavana is running towards, is following Krishna to catch him. Yashoda Mai is following Krishna to beat him. Kālayavana do not have any weapon in his hand, but Yashoda Rani is taking a weapon. She have a stick in her hand that she will catch Krishna and beat him. Now Kālayavana is praising Krishna actually. He is saying that you are a hero oh hero, stop, oh hero, this is not proper for you to flee like this. And Yashoda Rani is insulting Krishna. Oh thief, stop, oh you thief, stop. But because Kālayavana, his nature, his bhav was inimical towards Krishna, Krishna does not anything which is material, anything which is not with devotion does not touch the Supreme Lord. So Kālayavana's words were not accepted by Krishna. It was not touching the Supreme Lord's heart. But Yashoda Rani's insults were touching the Supreme Lord. The Acharyas write, when Yashoda was calling him thief, that was touching the Supreme Lord's heart. That's why Krishna became slower and slower. Yashoda was very heavy. Her body was very heavy. It was difficult for her to run behind her child. But when she was calling with so much love, oh thief, stop. And Krishna, hearing those words, his heart was melting and he became very slow. Then Yashoda Mai catch him. So it was so much touching the heart of Krishna that Krishna responded, I am not a thief. Nobody in our father's family can be a thief. Yes, in my mother's family there must be some thieves. So he was not lying. He was thinking that Devki's brother Kansa, he is a big thief. But Yashoda thought that he is saying to me that in my family there must be thief. But in his father's family, Nand Maharaj's family, there is nobody a thief. So Yashoda Rani asked Krishna, okay, tell me this thing, that who was distributing this butter to the monkeys? So Krishna replied, who made these monkeys? He was distributing. So Krishna is not lying still. He made everybody, so he's made. Then Yashoda Rani said, oh, you friend of monkeys? So more insult. Just see that one insult, oh thief, oh friend of monkey. Now Krishna said, okay, so I am friend of monkey, so I will go in the jungle and I will live there only with the monkeys. Then Yashoda Rani dropped her stick. But Yashoda caught Krishna. Here Kālayavana was actually praising Krishna. You are a great hero, just stop. This is not proper for you. Nocitam, not proper for you. And there Yashoda Rani is saying, oh thief, just stop, you friend of monkeys. But the difference is, because Kālayavana was inimical towards Krishna, his words was not touching the heart of the Supreme Lord. And because Yashoda Rani, she is a devotee of Krishna, that's why each and every insult done by Yashoda was touching the heart of the Supreme Lord. And by her devotion, she can catch Krishna. So Narad Muni, when he was instructed in Dhruva Maharaj, he told that by performing devotional service with mind, body and words, all three together, then one's bhava, his attitude towards the Supreme Lord changes gradually. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that this is an austerity of the mind to purify one's bhava sanshuddhi. The attitude purifies. This is to purify one's attitude is one kind of austerity. And Narad Muni is saying that performing that austerity by body, mind and words, when we engage our mind in our devotional services, then our attitude gradually changes. This is the effect of the devotional activities. So that's why Srila Prabhupada writes in Nectar of Instruction that advancement in Krishna consciousness depends upon the attitude of the follower. How we are following, what is the attitude when we are following the activities of devotional service, that matters. So here activities are same. Kālayavana he is very active, he is very enthusiastic to come to Krishna. He is not seeing any muhurat like Jarasandha was seeing. He is running behind Krishna. He is speaking to Krishna. Everything he is doing, but his attitude is inimical towards the Supreme Lord. And now Shukdev Goswami is saying that evam shiptopi Bhagwan, even being insulted in such a way, Krishna did not accept the insulting words of Kālayavana. Krishna thought that it is not befitting words. He is not saying the actual thing which should be said. So he did not accept it. Also, Shukdev Goswami is saying Bhagavan. He is the Supreme Lord. He is with 6 opulences, and one of the opulences is renunciation. He is so renunciant that it does not matter to him that somebody is praising him or criticizing him. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to give an example that if we see up and try to spit at the sun, what will happen? Can we spit at the sun? We cannot spit at the sun. That our spit will come back to us only. It will not go to the Supreme Personality of God. It will not go to the sun. Similarly, when the demons criticizes the Supreme Lord, these words cannot reach the Supreme Lord because it lacks devotion in their words. So he is Bhagavan. He have a mission. He wants to go to his devotee. He knows the devotion. He knows the power of devotion of his devotee Muchkund. He have a plan that he have to go to Muchkund Maharaj, and he want Muchkund Maharaj to burn this Kālayavana. So Krishna is actually not hearing what Kālayavana is speaking, the insulting words. This is the way that Krishna always works. Like when Varahadev, Hiranyaksh was running behind Varahadev. Varahadev was carrying earth on his teeth. And he wanted to deliver Mother Earth from that ocean. Now Hiranyaksh was giving him insults. That, oh you bore. He was giving proper insults to the Lord. But the Lord never stopped. He had a plan. He had a mission. He wanted to complete his mission. So he was very much renunciant towards that he is giving so much insult. After the Lord put the earth back to its place, then he talked to Hiranyaksh. Okay, so we are forest animals and we are always seeing dogs like you. So now Krishna started fighting with him. So he was completely unaffected by his words, and pravishat dri-kandaram. This way he entered a cave. The cave belonged to Muchkund Maharaj. How Muchkund Maharaj came to this cave? Once Muchkund Maharaj was called by demigods to help him fight with the demons. So there was a very, very long fight with the demons, and later on the demigods asked Muchkund Maharaj to take some benediction from them. But the demigods told Muchkund Maharaj, you may ask any benediction from us, but don't ask liberation. Don't ask Vaikunta, because we cannot give that. Only the Supreme Lord Mukunda, Mukti Dadatiti Mukunda, one who gives liberation is known as Mukunda. Only Krishna can give liberation. So Muchkund Maharaj thought that if you cannot liberate, then what will I ask these rubbish demigods? I don't want to ask anything from them. He said that you give me benediction that I want to sleep. I want to go and sleep, and I won't wake up until I see Krishna. When I wake up, first person I want to see is I want to see Krishna. So Acharyas write that what was in the mind of Muchkund Maharaj was thinking that there is a very, very long period of time. In Vyavasthit Manvantar, the first Chaturyug cycle, Treta Yug, Muchkund Maharaj went for fighting for the demigods. And Krishna will appear in the 28th cycle. So there were 28 Chaturyuga cycles, and Muchkund Maharaj said that so much big time period awaiting for my Lord to come for his darshan, I cannot wait. And my time will be spent, if I sleep, then being asleep, my time will pass like a moment. So let me sleep. I cannot stay awake with so much feeling of separation, crying for Krishna for so much long period of time. So let me sleep. So Muchkund Maharaj got this benediction. Another benediction he asked the demigods that if somebody else come and awakens me, then when I see him by my vision, that person is burned to ashes immediately. So Acharya asked, why did Muchkund Maharaj ask this benediction? Muchkund Maharaj thought that Indra, my devotee friend Indra, he always have problems with demons. And I am sleeping waiting for the Supreme Lord to come and I will take his darshan. And now if some other demon comes to Indra for fighting, and Indra will come, Prabhuji, please help. So just to make Indra fearful that he should not come in between and disturb my sleep, he said that whoever comes, I will just see and burn him to ashes. So that Indra never tries to wake him in between. So this way, Muchkund Maharaj was lying in that cave. So, Praveshat dri-kandaram. This way, Krishna entered that cave and Saha api pravishta tatra. And after that, Saha api, that Kālayavana also entered that cave. And what he saw is anyam shayanam dadrishe naram. He saw some other man lying there, but he could not think about it. He was following four-handed Krishna. The lying person in the cave was two-handed. When Krishna, he entered the cave, he saw Muchkund Maharaj sleeping. What he did, he removed his upper cloth and put it on Muchkund Maharaj. Now Kālayavana, when he entered that cave and saw Krishna, he saw that lying man, and another man lying there sleeping. He said, "Oh, you rascal, you made me run so far, 100 yojan, and now you are sleeping here so comfortably." So he kicked. But Acharyas are asking one question. He was following a four-handed person. How could he not see that this is a two-handed person? And where Krishna was there. So Krishna, because he knows Muchkund Maharaj is a devotee, he just went near his head and he was standing there. So somebody will ask that if Krishna was standing just there near his head, how did Kālayavana not see him? So Acharya is writing that it was a very dark cave. So he could not see Krishna. But there is another question. When Muchkund Maharaj will see Krishna, after he burned Kālayavana, Krishna will come there and he will see Krishna in the same dark cave. So what was the reason how he could not see Krishna? Because Krishna have voltage control in his own hand. Whenever he want, he can increase his effulgence, and whenever he want, he can stop his voltage. So when he was standing, hiding, he just made his voltage to zero. Like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to Banaras near Prakashanand Saraswati, he said at a place where people used to wash their feet. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu increased his voltage so high that all those Mayavadi sannyasis were just staring at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is in Krishna's hand. Whenever he wants, he can make voltage high, and whenever he wants, he can make low voltage. So Krishna, just standing at the head of Muchkund Maharaj, made the voltage so low that Kālayavana could not see that this is some other person. But some other person, anyam shayanam dadrishe naram. There was some other person lying there, and Kālayavana saw Muchkund Maharaj. Then after this, from tomorrow you will hear that how he kicked Muchkund Maharaj, and he was burned by the sight of Muchkund Maharaj, and how Krishna met Muchkund Maharaj. So again, the 5 shlokas in the beginning, the same 5 shlokas will be recited by Shukdev Goswami now when Muchkund Maharaj will see him. And the only difference what Shukdev Goswami wants to emphasize in this chapter is somebody who is not a devotee of Krishna, who have inimical attitude towards Krishna or indifference towards Krishna also, he cannot appreciate the beauty of Krishna. And somebody who have devotion to Krishna, only he can appreciate the pastimes and beauty of Lord Krishna. So this is being emphasized in this chapter. Also today is appearance day of our great Acharya, Lochan Das Thakur. So Lochan Das Thakur was a very great poet. Just like you see, if we go Govardhan or Vrindavan, we here see in whole Uttar Pradesh that Ramcharitmanas people sing. So the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra, although described in Sanskrit by Valmiki ji, Tulsidas ji describes it in local language and people sing it very nicely. In a similar way, Lochandas Thakur in Bengali language, he wrote Chaitanya Mangal. This book is, even if you go to Mayapur, we go Mayapur, so we see that many local people, they sing Chaitanya Mangal. For them, this is very easy way to remember the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it is a very popular book, although it's not very, very popular in our ISKCON, but it is very popular with the localites of Bengal that they recite Chaitanya Mangal. So Chaitanya Mangal, Lochandas Thakur wrote this book on the order of his guru, Narhari Sarkar Thakur. Narhari Sarkar Thakur. Right? We sing in our Sandhya Arti, Gaur Arti, that Narhari Chamara Dolaya. He have a service, Narhari Sarkar Thakur is fanning the Supreme Lord with a chamar. And this is a very special service. Not everybody gets this, because this when we do this service, we fan the Lord with chamar. The person who is fanning the Lord with chamar, he can constantly see the face of the Supreme Lord. This is a very special service. So Narhari Sarkar Thakur instructed his disciple, Lochandas Thakur, to write this book, Chaitanya Mangal. He was writing this book, and you know, in India, when a child is born, immediately his marriage is fixed. Nowadays, it's not so, but in previous time, his marriage was fixed. Immediately he's born. So Lochandas Thakur, when he was born, his marriage was fixed with a girl. So now when he was writing this Chaitanya Mangal, one day his Guru Maharaj, Narhari Sarkar Thakur, asked him that, you are married, right? Yes, I am married. So where is your wife? She lives at her own place. You never go to, no, I never go there. Now you go to your wife, he told. So he was so much dedicated to the service of his spiritual master. Although he was doing one service for his spiritual master, he was writing Chaitanya Mangal. He was writing the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When his spiritual master told him, now you go to your wife. So he was ready to go, but he was hesitant. He thought that I will be entrapped by Maya if I go to my wife. So his guru said, his Narhari Sarkar Thakur said to Lochandas Thakur, that you go there, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will protect you. So when he went to the village of his wife, so he was very tired, very long journey, he was very tired, very thirsty. So he went to a well, and at that well there was a young woman standing there. He said, Mataji, oh my mother, please give me some water to drink. So that lady gave him water, and then he asked, naming his father-in-law's name, that where is the house of this so-and-so person, who was his father-in-law. So she told the house, and later on, Lochandas Thakur found that she was the daughter of his father-in-law. She was his wife. So when actually he met her, she said that once I have called her Mataji, now how can I call her wife? So this was his level of renunciation. That once he called Mataji, it is not seen in these days. In these days we see that people call somebody Mataji, and then after a few days they get married with Mataji. No, these things are happening these days. But he was so much renunciant that once called Mataji, then forever Mataji. Nothing changing in the relationships. Now Mataji, tomorrow this, that, not like this. So this way he was, and then he completed this book, Chaitanya Mangal, and it is very, very popular, especially in Bengali devotees. And our Sar Sakshi Prabhu has written it in Hindi. It's not in English till now, but in Hindi, people can read that book. It's very nice. He have written it in 4 parts. Like we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat in 3 parts. Adi Leela, Madhya Leela, Ante Leela. Adi Khand, Madhya Khand, Ante Khand. And Chaitanya Mangal is in 4 parts. Sutra Khand, then they have Adi, Madhya and Shesh Leela. In this way, he have written very beautiful pastimes of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. I will end here only. If somebody has some comments or some questions. Yes, Prabhuji.
You mentioned you mentioned that Kālayavana didn't get to fight with Krishna because of his inimical mood, but then we see Kamsa, he fought with Krishna, and he was also very inimical. So what's the difference with Kamsa?
No, here what the acharyas want to emphasize it, that he could not attain the Supreme Lord. They are comparing it with a sadhaka. A sadhak who is trying to attain the Supreme Lord by material means, or he have an inimical nature towards the Supreme Lord, at the same time he is doing some devotional practices. Like he's chanting, he's glorifying Krishna, like Kālayavana was glorifying Krishna. And he's doing some devotional practices, but he has an inimical nature towards the Supreme Lord. His attitude towards the Supreme Lord is not proper, then he cannot attain Krishna. The acharyas want to emphasize this point. So point is not that he could not fight and Kamsa was fighting. Here the acharyas are comparing it with a sadhaka's practice, who is just practicing externally and who is not putting his mind, he is not making a deliberate attempt to put his mind in his practices. He is not trying to change his nature or his bhav, his attitude towards the Supreme Lord, his attitude towards the devotees, his attitude towards the devotional service. Then he do not get a proper result. That's why the acharyas are using the words like false enthusiasm and others. He had a very false enthusiasm. I will just catch Krishna, one hand, I will just catch him. Just today I will go for a Giraj Parikma and I will see Krishna there. I just won this, but we are doing something mechanical. Just this one thing I will do and I will attain the Supreme Lord. But this is not going to happen. So acharyas want to show this thing. The Krishna is showing this thing in this Leela. Any other question or comment? We have time.
In the very first chapter of the 7th canto, there are 5 ways we can remember Krishna. Still Krishna gives the mercy, like fear and enmity,
Yes.
like Shishupal and Kamsa.
So, yes, Mataji. Yes.
So they are also thinking of Krishna, even though inimically, but Krishna is, because they are getting purified simply by thinking of Krishna, even though it was inimical. So Krishna is still giving them mercy.
Yes, Mataji. He got liberated. It's not that he did not attain liberation. But the acharyas emphasize that param bhave vrahitaya samasten tatasten pratipakshena bhavena. It's not only what we have to be free from what all things, is indifference also.
Indifference.
Kālayavana was actually indifferent towards Krishna. When Shal went to Kālayavana to tell him that he has to fight with Krishna, he was very excited, not just because he has to fight with Krishna. He was excited that all these kings, all these rascal kings, they are ordering me to go to Krishna. He was very excited that the Lord of all the kings, Jarasandh himself sent you, that go to Krishna. So he was actually indifferent. He was hostile. He was not that he have an enmity with Krishna. He did not had any personal enmity with Krishna. He was indifferent. But even indifferent attitude, even hostile attitude is not going to, we cannot achieve Krishna even if we have such attitude. So that is the main point.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So this was all the what Acharya is writing, that what sinful reactions. Why did he not attain? Because of his sinful reactions were not completely removed. So this is also included in sinful reactions. The indifferent attitude, hostile attitude towards the Lord is also included in sinful reactions. Hare Krishna, really.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Prabhupada writes that when he was killed by Muktanda, then his soul entered in the feet of Lord.
Who?
When Kālayavana was killed by Mukchunda,
Kālayavana was killed by Muchkund Maharaj's side. Yes.
Then his soul entered in the feet of Krishna, just like Shishupal's soul entered in Krishna.
He attained Sayojya Mukti.
Yeah.
That was mentioned by Brahmaji to Narayan in the 2nd canto, 7th chapter, that all these will attain Sayojya Mukti or Vaikuntha. Both can be possible. So most of them are attaining Sayojya Mukti, but all those who were killed by Krishna in Vrindavan, they all attained Krishna's loka. They were not given only Sayojya Mukti.
The Kansa also attained
Kansa was killed in Mathura. Kansa was killed in Mathura. But in Vrindavan, particularly in Vrindavan, like Aghasur and others, they did not attain Sayojya Mukti. They attained Krishna's lok.
Oh, thank you.
Like we see similarly in Aghasur pastime, that Aghasur's soul entered the body of Krishna. So Srila Jiva Goswami Pade is writing that it is entering the body of Krishna, but this is one way to go to Krishna lok and get a swarup there. This is the path he is taking. He is entering the body of Krishna does not mean that he is attaining Sayojya Mukti. From this way he will go to Goloka and he will get a swarup there. So all those who were killed by Krishna in Vrindavan, they attained Krishna's lok. And other places Krishna killed, or he made some of his devotees kill somebody, like Arjun killed somebody, or Bhim killed somebody, and Muchkund Maharaj killed somebody. They attained Sayojya. Any other question? Nothing? I was first time speaking in English, so my English is... You people must be having some difficulty in understanding my English. But thank you very much for hearing so patiently and kindly bless me so that I always remain at the service of Radha Shyam Sundar Krishna Ram. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande.